The 12 Psukim were launched in the midst of Mivtza Chinuch, the launch of the education campaign. And the first 6 of the 12 Psukim were rolled out on Rosh Chodesh Iyar Tavshin Lamed Vav. The point of Mivtza Chinuch, as the Rebbe spoke about many times throughout that Tekufa, is not, contrary to popular misconception, a campaign for the purpose of educating children, but rather a campaign to promote children as educators. Mivtza Chinuch is to turn our children into educators, teachers, influencers. A proactive approach. In fact, the Rebbe spoke about it at the Fabrengen that year, Yud Beis Tammuz, that apparently somebody had voiced some critique that this concept was innovative. He didn't mean innovative in a complimentary fashion. He meant that the Rebbe was too radical, pushing the envelope. And at this Fabrengen, the Rebbe said, I'm surprised that those who criticize this approach are showing their ignorance. Are they not aware that in a time of an educational crisis, the entirety of Torah was revived through the efforts of one sage who recruited the assistants of little children and turned them into teachers? Kama Godel Ma'aser Rabbi Chiya, how great is the act of Rabbi Chiya. He took a child to learn Bereshis, a child to learn Shais, a child to learn Vayikra, a child to learn Bamidbar, a child to learn Dvarim, 5 children, each one to specialize on another Chumash. And then, with the Shisha Sidra Mishnah, 1 child to specialize in each Seder of Mishnah. And says the Rebbe, what do we learn from this? You might think that when a child reaches an educational milestone, for instance, he finishes the study of Sefer Bereshis, that the next order on the agenda is for that child to study Sefer Shmos. Says the Rebbe, no, not at all. As soon as a child finishes and masters Sefer Bereshis, the child immediately becomes the teacher and passes on Sefer Bereshis to the next child. In other words, if you know Aleph, teach Aleph. As soon as you have what to give away, start giving it away. So Mivtza Chinuch was all about how to make children into educators. And the Yud Beis Psukim are the ammunition for children to educate each other. And then the Rebbe expounded and said, these are ideas that were chosen specifically for what purpose? I mean, you might ask, well, 12 psukim, they must be big ideas, but big idea is a relative term. What does it mean? These are the most important ideas, these are the most fundamental ideas. So the Rebbe explained, these are ideas that every child can understand and give over. That these are the ideas that were chosen because every child can understand them and then give them over. So what the Rebbe was describing, the Rebbe's vision was that children would have these 12 ideas that they could own and master and give over to each other.